Everybody has to attend medical appointments and go for medical tests. And I've yet to meet anyone that really likes to do it. But what do you do when you have to have a test that's really difficult, like an MRI? Now, MRIs are those big, huge machines that they kind of slide you in, like a little sausage into the big container. And if you have claustrophobia, then it's going to prove to be a pretty difficult test. Now, and it can take a long time, or it seems to take a long time. Now, I have a trick that I use that really works well for me when I have an MRI. So in this video, I want to share with you one of my foolproof tricks that sees me through those kinds of tests. Now, I have a disease called charcot-marie-tooth. Many people don't know what it is, but it is a progressive neuromuscular disease. And so that means that, as I age, it gets worse. But I've attended an awful lot of medical tests over the years. Some that take a lot longer than others, and some that are less comfortable than others. So an MRI is one of those tests that's definitely not in the comfortable zone. Once you've had one, then you'll know what to expect. But really what it is, you slide into a container and you feel like you're a little sausage, and you really have to stay very still, and it can be really hard for people. And there's a lot of big banging noise happening while whatever the scan's doing, and it can be really unnerving. So what I do is I kind of reserve sort of, I guess, special activities for those kind of events. Now, obviously, you can't do much when you're inside the MRI machine, so you really have to use your mind. And so that's when I usually pull out what I call my, magic writing system. And now, my mother died when I was 11 years old, so it's been a really long time, more than 50 years, let's just say that. And so what I do is I write her a letter and let her know about all the things that have been invented since her passing. Things like, she never experienced a dishwasher, or the benefits of a microwave, computers, cell phones, a whole number of things. So it's pretty easy for me to come up with the things that have been invented since her passing. And so I tell her about them in my magic letter, describe them, and let her know how something has impacted my life. And so basically what I do is I make that time in the MRI my special connection time with my mother. So if you have someone in your life that has passed, and you don't really, you don't always sort of sit and think about them or communicate with them, of course, and miss them. So this is what I've learned to do. And when I'm in a situation that's primarily medical, and I need to be patient, and I kind of need to remove myself from the situation, because it's either painful or boring, or I'm just forced to stay in a particular position, and I really need to rely on my mind to see me through this short period of time. And what I've learned as I've done this with each MRI is, I won't say that I really look forward to an MRI, of course, but I certainly don't mind having to have one. And it just sort of almost, I prepare myself and get ready to think of the things I'm going to write and share with my mother in the MRI. So, you could say it's really my way of making a good situation out of something that's a little less than good. But it can be done. And you know, it's just a matter of using your mind to really think about what could you do that's really different, that would take you away from the situation so that you won't panic, you won't feel the claustrophobia because you won't be paying attention to it. So it's just really moving your mind and your thoughts towards something that is more enjoyable. So that's one of the things that I do when I'm in an MRI machine. So maybe when you're having your next MRI, if you have to have one, prepare. Think about someone that you could talk to and write that special letter to. I hope that's helpful. I'd like it if you would subscribe. And if you like the video, please go ahead and like it. And if you know anyone else with medical challenges, or you know, someone that might find this information helpful, please share it along. And remember, always be gentle with yourself and those around you. Until next time, bye for now.